It says cry loud. You gotta cry loud. You gotta cry loud. You gotta be loud. You gotta speak loud. You know, so you can tell your people. Yeah, go ahead. So you can tell your people what's going on. Because we're only out here to tell our people the truth. All right, and we just told you the truth. We showed you through the Bible. We proved it. All right, we proved it for you. The scriptures say prove all things.
All right, I read Isaiah chapter 58.
And like another parts of the world, we have like the same picture.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
Listen to this. That dude was talking shit. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do. That dude was talking shit, but it says right here in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21, prove all things. Hold fast to that which is good. So you're supposed to prove everything you say. You can't just be talking out your ass. That's wrong, that's wrong. And then when he says that's wrong, and I get ready, that's what women do. Then when he says that's wrong, and I get ready to prove him that he's wrong through the scriptures, he runs. What's that scripture? The wicked fleeth when no man pursueth. There's a scripture on that. The wicked flee when no man. We didn't run after him, but we got ready to bring the Bible out, and he ran off. You see that? So he's wicked. He don't want to believe in the truth. He want to believe in a lie. This guy right here is Cesar Borgia.
Yeah, this is him right here. This guy right here was painted by Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. To be the new Christ.
To be the new Christ.
Yeah,
it was a Renaissance.
It's
rebirth.
So that guy is practically.
That's the same guy.
When you see him, he just painted.
Yeah, that's who they painted him on.
Yeah.
When they took y'all over, called the Spanish Inquisition. You ever heard of that? They took y'all over and they replaced the real images with the fake images. Right? Yeah. So we just here telling you that you're royal people. But our own people, when we tell you, listen, you're royal people, they want to tell us that we're going off in that line. We're proving it.
You understand too, man. In the Bible, they make everybody like they were white people, right? And that's not true. None of the prophets were white. They were blacks and Mexicans. Hosea, he was Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
According to the Bible.
According to the Bible, right?
So you think Jesus is black?
I'm not going to, you don't even deal with him. So, we already try to prove it to you. So they don't want to hear it. We don't deal with it.
That's basically
It's fake.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
So see that? Earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who rules the earth right now?
Yeah.
Who's in power? Who owns the dollar bill? Okay, there you go.
They want respect.
Yeah, they own them. Who's making wars with other countries right now? Yeah. Who's telling you can't come over here?
I don't ever be afraid to say it either.
Yeah, man, don't be afraid because it's the truth.
The truth.
You know what I'm saying? Who's killing babies and mothers and daughters and fathers and shit that's trying to come across the border and coming to their own land?
Yeah.
White people.
They're holding us back.
Yeah, exactly.
They're everywhere though. They're in Africa. They're in China, Japan.
And I've always had that question. Like, I mean, you know how they say everybody's the same, right? Everybody's
not the same.
Well,
Yeah, we know people say that though.
Yeah, they say that though.
Well, not like that, but we're all like humans. How can we, why does it have to be like borders and stuff?
Now let me tell you something. All right, what does the word human mean? There are humans, and there's some people on this earth that are not humans. What is human? Hue means color. Hue. All right, when you see the hue of something, that means color. Hue. You go home and look it up. I'm telling you the truth. Go home and look it up. Hue. What is it? H-U-E?
H-U-E.
Hue means color.
It's color. Color.
Man. Color man. Is the white man a color? Is the white boy, first of all, is the white man white like that? What does he look like? What does he look like? What does he turn when he gets to the sun?
Like
smack him in the face.
Prove red. Give me Genesis 25. Genesis 25.
Like rednecks.
We're going to read you the white man in the Bible. The Bible's going to tell you about the white man. Watch. That's why they call themselves rednecks. Lobster backs. Yeah. Watch. Read it.
Back to that social studies class.
Genesis chapter 25. Yep. Yeah, Genesis chapter 25, verse 25.
Listen to this.
And the first...
Wait, hold on. The white man. You know he's the devil, right?
I heard.
He is the devil. What is he doing for your people?
Right.
He's only
He ain't
killing.
done nothing for me.
No, he ain't did nothing for you, but I'm talking about representation. Because listen, let me tell you something. When we're in jail together, when the blacks and the so-called Mexicans, I say so-called, but we're not Mexican. That's not what you were called before you were conquered. You called something else. All right? When we're in jails today, if a black do something to a Mexican, don't the whole Mexican, isn't there a riot between the blacks and Mexicans?
Not necessarily.
A lot of times, though. If a black do something to a Mexican that aren't having approval to do it, that can cause problems.
I don't know, it depends on where you're from. I'm from AC. I did a nickel piece. No, I didn't like that. Even kinfolk themselves.
That's true. That's true. In AZ, it's a little different. I know how it is out here, but I'm saying naturally, like you can watch TV and find out that happens. You know what I'm saying? There's always black and brown. You guys have brown problem, and there's always like a fight between. You mean to tell me you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I hear what you're saying, but that's all your heart.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying because it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
I ain't like that.
Yeah, but it's
None of us are like that. That's what goes on.
That's what goes on, right?
Yeah, I feel it.
Now, but we're not the ones hurting. The only person that's hurting is the one that is, like I was telling them, you guys derive from the Mayan speakers. You derive from the Mayan speakers and Africans.
Right.
All right. So this land right here, Arizona, and the rest of this whole damn country belongs to the Native Americans and the Mexicans, so-called Mexicans. That's not what you were. Right. All right. Indian means savage. All right. So this whole land belongs to you. But who's stopping and killing little babies? All right. So in that case, I'm gonna tell you according to the Bible what he looks like, and the Bible's gonna explain to you that it's the white man. Is the white man that color right there? What color is the kind when he's in the sun walking around? Red, right? Red.
Red,
right?
Yeah.
Watch the Bible. Read that, brother.
Okay.
The Bible's going to tell you exactly what's there. Genesis 25 and 25.
25. And the first came out.
And this is talking about the account of Jacob and Esau. This is according to the Bible. Now, as you read the Bible, this is stuff they don't teach you in church. They just teach you to love everybody, man. That's it. That's wrong because you got to teach them the whole Bible according to the Bible. Yeah, King James. So this is going to tell you, this breaks down the nation. Like, see this right here? It says Issachar, Mexicans. That's in the Bible. It tells you, all right, you know the Mayan calendar?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's in the Bible. It tells you that you guys were blessed with that. Most High blessed y'all with that. To know the time. You know the time of y'all nation, we're all one nation. We're all, because all these people out here you see are brothers. But your nation, the people came out of Issachar.
Okay.
All right? And our nation, the people came out of the Negroes. And that's according to the Bible.
Okay.
All right? Now read that. Read that real quick, brother.
Let's see. Genesis
This is going to tell you
25,
about the white man.
24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy
all
garment.
over like a hairy garment. All right?
You know what I'm talking about.
Now, you know who that is. Now keep going, brother.
They called his name Esau.
Do you come out red when you say, no, you don't come out red. You don't damn sure come out red.
No.
All right? Go ahead, brother. Keep going.
And after that came his brother out.
His brother. Now, they didn't explain what his brother looked like because his brother looked like everybody else on the earth. We have color. All right? We look like we have color. You're not going to come out red. You're going to come out, you're Mexican. You're going to come out a darker color. Or you might be a little lighter, but eventually you're going to get your pigment. You know what I'm saying? But the white man never got his pigment.
He's like a race of albino.
Yeah. Okay. Curse.
Okay. So what y'all doing though? I mean,
We're teaching our people the truth.
okay.
Everything that
How
I told
often
you,
y'all gonna be out?
we out here every Saturday. Every Saturday.
Y'all be blessed.
Yeah, you too.
Blessed.
Hey man, just know that before you was called a Mayan Indian Aztec, before you was called after that you was called a Mexican. Now you know about the Spanish Inquisition, right? You gotta know that. All right. So pertaining to that when you was taking over, that's when you was called a Mexican and such and such and such. But before that, you was called Mayas, Incas, and Aztecs. And that was when you guys kind of like you were basically you didn't speak Spanish. You was on your own.
Right.
You understand?
All dialect.
Before that, what were you? See, you were Issachar according to the Bible. Why do you think that this?
I never heard that word before. I'm gonna have to do some search on it.
You know what? I'm gonna show you how the Bible tells you that before you do one more scripture. The Bible tells you that you're the tellers of the time. And you know that because of what? My calendar. Everybody knows that. All right? Get that. You know, Second Chronicles.
You still ain't got nothing more accurate than that.
Nope.
Y'all paying attention? It's pretty interesting. Well, you youngsters have a lot to learn. Come around 2012, there's going to be a big change. It's going to be a global change. So it ain't going to be what you see anymore. It ain't going to be what you see no more.
So, like, is that like what you like?
I mean, we're reading out of the Bible. I'm not
It's in
giving
the
you my
Bible.
I'm not giving you my own opinion.
Even like the man saying, the Aztecs they saw this 5,000 years ago. In 2012, December 21st,
Because they're God's
2012.
chosen people. See that right there? They're good God. See this? Look, it's not just the Negroes. It's the West Indians, the Haitians, the Dominicans, the Guatemalans, the Panama, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the North American Indians, the Seminole Indians, the Argentinians, the Chileans, the Colombians, the Uruguayans, the Mexicans. We were all taken over by white people.
Renamed, tossed up,
Renamed,
kicked out.
took away what we truly believed in. All right, look at the Native Americans. They still basically spoke Hebrew. You go to watch CNN and they'll show you that there's certain artifacts that they find in the United States when they be doing excavation. They find pottery with Hebrew written.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
From the Native American Indians, man. Why do you think they say ya 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 ya? And that ya sound comes from the word, the Most High's name, the Yahweh. That's what they ya.
That's what I'm schooling because I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they do that dancing. It's Hebrew. Yeah, but it was all stripped from them. That's why when we was in slavery, when they took us over, they didn't allow us to read the Bible. Instead of trying to, hold on, let me get you got that in car. Let me get it.
That's why you look back on the history, like the Native American Indians, they had like long garments like these with the fringes.
With the fringes, these shits right here. See that at the bottom? They had that on the end of their fringes because that's natural. That was a part of their culture.
Right, because you read in the Bible, it's the law to wear a garment with fringes at the end with a border of blue.
Wow, I did not know that.
Any questions about it, let us know. Churches, all the churches, they're all backed by a 501c3 charter. You can go look it up. Basically meaning they're funded by the government. And you gotta understand the government not gonna give you nothing unless you're doing something for them. Like even with welfare. You know what I'm saying? In order to get for a woman to get welfare, there can't be no man in the house. You know, she can't have a husband.
They're trying to take the churches just want your money. Because you'll go there and won't learn not a damn thing all day. And when you come back, you don't know stuff like this. They're telling you that you're a royal people. You're not just a Mexican. You're royal. You can't come from a royal line of people. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. You can go right over it. Yeah, man. So you guys are royal people, man. You come from the tribe of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Some people don't want to hear it. They don't care. You know? And we're here to tell our people what they will hear from them. All right? I'm going to read this for you about the tribe of Issachar, all right? It says, this is First Chronicles, and I'll let you see it. This is First Chronicles, chapter 12, verse 32. It says, and the children of Issachar, which were men that had the children of Issachar, which were the men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel, see, so it's telling you that you're Israelites. Give me Revelations chapter 2, verse 9. I'm going to show you that you're the true Israelites. That's why they're keeping us in the ghettos. All right? That's why they keep us in the ghetto. They tell you that, no, it's you. You're the one that got to, work hard and do what you got to do to get out of here. But you know yourself that you're looked at as a low. We're all we're looked at as low in society, right? You got Revelations 2 and 9. Now those Jews over there, not the real Jews. You are. You're the real Jews. All right. Listen to this, and the Bible's going to tell you that. It says, and the children of Issachar, which were the men that had the understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. So you were at your commandment because you knew. You had understanding of the times. Alright? So that's what Issachar is doing. We were all one body. We're all the same. That's correct. Yeah. Go ahead and read that from Revelations 2 and 9.
Yeah.
Let me read that. I'm going to show you that those little Jews
I want to listen to this.
One more. Just one more just to prove to you. Go ahead, brother. Read it.
Last thing. Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
We're in poverty. All right, go ahead.
But thou art rich.
And we are rich because we're Israelites. All right, but we don't know that. Yeah, go ahead.
Spirit.